If water falls from the sky, why do we have to pay for it? If you're in the UK, chances are that you've heard quite a lot about water companies.
Confirmed today, the water regulator Ofwat is to be scrapped.
Investment will come with a rise in customer bills.
But for the many water companies across the UK who are responsible for getting water to taps every day, the complexity of the water system is often left out of the conversation. The truth is, the process is complicated, requires immense resources, and continues to face significant challenges.
By 2055, we estimate that there will be a 5 billion litre a day gap between supply and demand.
We also have an ageing infrastructure. That means that we have pipes as old as the Victorian era.
In the face of climate change with hotter summers and drier weather and a growing population, we need to upgrade our system and we need to expand it.
To understand how your water gets from sky to tap, we've got to go back to the start. Water 101, from sky to tap. Collecting and storing water is the first stage of delivering water to customers.
We put 14 billion litres of water a day in supply in England, and once treated, that is the best quality drinking water in the world. Where does that water come from though? Well, it comes from a variety of sources. It comes from rivers, it comes from rainfall, and it comes from groundwater, so water that may or may not be connected to a river that is underground. We also store excess rainwater in reservoirs to balance out natural annual variations in rainfall by giving us water in a dry summer from a wet winter.
To make sure all that water is safe to drink, it has to go through an extremely thorough treatment process. At treatment plants like this one in the Midlands, water treatment experts put the water through a 4-stage treatment process.
The first of these is clarification, then we have filtration, carbon filters and disinfection. So clarification is where we are trying to make the organic soil, dirt, form together to form bigger clumps so that we can remove them from the water. In order for us to use a sedimentation process where the treated water then flows forwards onto filtration. There is a layer of sand and anthracite in the filter. They give different pore sizes for the particles that are still in the water to be stuck between. As part of filtration, they need to undergo what we call a backwash. We pass air through the bed to allow everything to be stirred up and shaken about, and then we push water backwards through the bed to remove all of the dirt. The clean water flows on to disinfection. We have two options. We can use chlorine, which will provide us with a long-lasting disinfection residual out into the network, or we can choose to have used a pre-treatment of ultraviolet light in order to inhibit the microorganisms.
So once all that water is clean, how does it get to your tap? In the UK, an invisible network of pipes lies hidden under roads, footways and private land, long enough to wrap around the equator 10 times, all existing to ensure that water can be ready when you need it.
Once the water has been fully treated and disinfected, it sets off on a remarkable underground journey. If we start to think of the distribution network as a bit like a motorway, they're designed to take high volumes of water to cities and towns. Next up, we have a service station, but instead of coffee and fuel, we have a big tank of treated water. The reason we have what we call service reservoirs are so that when you turn the tap on in the morning, the water is there and ready for you. If not, when everyone puts their kettle on at 5 o'clock in the evening, there would not be enough water ready and waiting to go. After the service station, we're going to our A roads now. These are our distribution mains. They're smaller than the trunk mains and they're designed to take water closer to where people live. After this, we're on the B roads. These are the service pipes. These take water directly to your tap and property.
So what does all this mean for your water bill? Well, yes, water does fall from the sky. Maintaining this quality of water and service is no small task. And to future-proof our system requires the latest technology, infrastructure investment, and teams of experts all over the country.
Bill rises are never welcome. Nobody wants their water bill to go up, but we do need the money to invest in our network. So over the next 5 years, we're investing 104 billion. It's going to give us new pipes, new reservoirs, so that we have a more resilient system, a cleaner environmental performance, and we have water able to support new housing and business growth.
We are building the next generation of water supplies, and we are building them at a size and scale that means that we are delivering water security for the next century.